Hey ClickFunnels team, I'm Sid Pedinti, a business and intellectual property attorney from Manhattan Beach, California. I'm glad that I'm shooting this video because I've always wanted to be on stage with ClickFunnels sharing my message about how important it is to not forget about the laws, the regulations, the intellectual property, and the ethical rules that businesses and business owners need to understand and comply with. See, many business owners get caught up in marketing and sales and technology and automation and all these other fancy things that of course are important and required, but just as important as those strategies and tactics are legal rules, regulations, strategies, and tactics because they make a big difference internally and externally. For example, inside the organization, most business owners fail to have and enforce contracts with employees, with co-founders, with board members, with investors, and later down the line when something screws up, they are in big trouble. A lot of times even shutting down the businesses. It happens. As a bankruptcy attorney for over 10 years, that's all I did. Shutting down businesses, restructuring them, helping business owners who made poor decisions understand where they went wrong and how to fix it and turn around quickly. Using that knowledge, I have gained an understanding of intellectual property and the importance of trademarks and copyrights specifically, and how to enforce them throughout the business. I just mentioned internally all the parties. What about externally? Are people on ClickFunnels who are creating courses and programs thinking about their strategies to protect these courses, right? So with clients, with customers, with vendors, with software developers, right? With marketers, with coaches, with strategists, with joint venture partners. People get into these agreements in a rush to be able to push business forward. But later down the line, they regret they did not formalize things, they did not capture certain negotiations and terms and conditions and contracts. They forgot about the intellectual property that they've been building. Whose intellectual property is it when a problem occurs, when a lawsuit or a dispute occurs? These are the exact strategies I help business owners understand. I talk about the strategies that people are not talking about. I ask the questions to the business owners nobody else is going to ask. Because of that important job that I serve in a business or organization, I've been able to work with the clients across all industries with whom I've wanted. And recently, in my podcast and show, Entrepreneur Empowered, we've had over 2 million downloads of people tapping in every week to learn and understand these exact strategies. I would love to share these exact this knowledge that I possess, this experience that I've gained over the years, and the practical insights about how an entrepreneur business owner can use the law, can use intellectual property, can use trademarks and copyrights and contracts to make sure their business is sound and safe from every side of the table. As a practical example, a small thing like registering a trademark, right? I see a lot of ClickFunnels entrepreneurs do this, put in the R trademark sign without even registering a trademark. That itself is subject to being grilled if the US PTO finds out a person is doing that. They can grill that person. I see a lot of ClickFunnels entrepreneurs swiping and swiping and duplicating all kinds of copyrighted material. Willful copyright infringement can go up to 150 grand a day in potential fines, right? So these are the strategies that I think focusing down on very specifically the intellectual property strategies and contractual compliance strategies are things that your ClickFunnels entrepreneurs and business owners need to understand, need to learn, and need to implement in their businesses in order to do things the right way. When it's too late, when people have made these mistakes, they usually end up in my bankruptcy office, and having filed over 6,000 cases, mostly business cases, it used to bring tears to my eyes to watch smart, savvy, educated brilliant entrepreneurs drive their businesses to the ground by failing to understand the legalities of a business. So that's what I bring to the table, an understanding of not just law and business and branding and strategies, but practical experience by giving, right, by being in the marketplace and giving entrepreneurs a chance to do things the right way. I'm Sid Pedinti once again. I look forward to hearing from you and your team about my application, about my video, about my message, and hoping that I can be part of your speaking team. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My number is on the application form. Once again, Sid Pedinti from Manhattan Beach, California. Thanks for having me here.